It's the last week in October and the honeybees are wide open. We were thinking it was getting to be about time to winterize our hives, but the forecast this week in central North Carolina is to be in the for the temperatures to be in the high 70s. And judging from how busy the bees are today, I would say it's way too warm to winterize the hives. So these are the flying high bees, and yeah, they're just going crazy. We can actually see orange pollen, so they're still bringing in pollen. So that's great for the end of October. Wow.
Well, as you saw in our opening, our bees are still flying. They're bringing in pollen. They're working hard in apex. They're doing great. So we still think it's a little bit early here to winterize our bees, although that will come pretty soon. It's still going to be in the 70s for another week here, and it's not getting down to freezing at night on a consistent basis here. So we're going to let the bees fly and work a little bit longer. But one thing we did today is we've been trying to gather our stuff together and see how we're going to be able to harvest honey. So we do have one legitimate honey bucket with the a honey gate on it. Tractor Supply makes food safe buckets, and I have 2 or 3 of these that's not been used. That one's been used before. I don't think we're going to have enough honey to worry about having 3 or 4 buckets full, but just in case, we'll clean up all of our buckets. One of the things you'll notice about me, I'm sure, is that I don't throw the stuff away. My parents, Shirley's parents, all were depression age babies, and their people didn't throw the stuff away, and it kind of rubbed off on us. We try to reuse stuff as much as we can, find things that'll work for us. So while we were donating some clothes not long ago, walked around the building and saw this sink. So $5 later, it was ours.
At the local thrift store.
At the thrift store. So this old bar sink or restaurant sink, fairly deep, and we think this will be okay for capping for us. So I think we'll be able to take our frames here and cut the cappings off. We've got the little pick type decappers that we can run across there, and then just set a frame up, bring another one, do the same thing, and set it here and let it drain. This sink did not have a basket or strainer in it, so we just set a bucket up under it on a stool. This board is just clamped on here, and Shirley's got it in good shape. We're going to go ahead and put some our board butter on it to season that up and keep it from being hard to clean and all. This is just a couple of boards that we have to give us a little workspace. So we'll see how this goes, and we'll know better for the next time. But this is things we're getting ready to do our honey harvest for this year. You'll come on over here. All right, so I scavenged a pallet from the neighborhood coffee shop. It's an old piece of oriented strand board that's been leaning against the building for about 5 years. So we cut it, screwed it down to the pallet, and we've got our extractor, so we'll be able to screw it down tight. I don't have it screwed down tight right now because we're going to take it back off. And we'll be able to store this up under the shed or somewhere, and it should be able to last us for a long time. That's going to give us a good solid base to be able to get up here and work our extractor. When we get it screwed down tight, be able to spin our frames out. This is a SAF extractor. It's an Italian made extractor. We got it from Miller Bee Supply in Wilkesboro, North Carolina. They're about 15 miles from our mountain house. They're one of the few people left that actually make their own frames for Langstroth stuff. They make a tremendous amount of Langstroth boxes and accessories, all that stuff. They keep a good inventory, and they make their own woodwork, woodware. A lot of companies are buying stuff from overseas now, and they're one of the few that still make their own. But they do bring in the these extractors here. They find the quality to be really nice on these Italian-made units here. This is the same size as a 9-frame Langstroth extractor, but it is a 3-frame Layens extractor, and it will actually do frames even bigger than the Layens frames. Later on, I might get another basket and I can put the Langstroth stuff in there if I want to. But Tyler keeps these in stock most of the time. With COVID, stuff like that, it's a little hard sometimes to keep everything in stock, but I think she says she sells over 30 of these a year. So if you're looking at an extractor for your Layens equipment, give Tyler at Miller Bee Supply a call, because she sells them. I think they're quite a bit cheaper than going through Dr. Leo's stuff. One of the things we want to do is to be able to save the frames with the comb on it for the bees. Really like the idea to crush and strain, but it makes the bees have to work hard all over again to make comb. So we want to be able to save the comb. I don't think that we're going to get massive amounts of honey, but the main reason for doing this is we want to save the comb so the bees don't have to work as hard the next season. So in a few weeks, we hope to be making a video where we're using all this stuff, and we'll find out if what we have works good for us or not, and we'll know what to do for the next year. So we'll see you pretty soon doing winterization of our hives here and extracting some honey. We hope you enjoy our stuff. We know it's been kind of sparse on the videos for the last few months, but bees are doing what bees do. They just fly around and collect nectar and make some honey and carry on with their lives and kind of ignore us and what we want to do. And they're doing great, so maybe we'll be busy here in a few weeks and make a few more videos for you. We appreciate you watching us. If you want to subscribe, it doesn't hurt to have some more subscribers. Thumbs up are appreciated, and we appreciate you watching our videos. If you send a comment, let us know where you're from. We really enjoy seeing where people are from that's watching our videos. Thanks a lot.